Hello everyone, it's Bruce Spate and
Steve Tinkham.
We're with Catalyst Lending. We're bringing you the Friday rate update and some really good news as far as rates. Well, I guess it's always been good news. We're still hovering about where we were. Low threes on the mid threes, I should say, on the 15-year and upper threes on the 30-year. Rates are still good. We have been slammed with business though.
Yep, actually we have been.
And not all refis. A ton of purchases.
Yes.
So. I think people, I don't know if it's the weather, but this is going to be one of the best Februarys as far as pre-approvals in a long, long time.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember back to last year, it was like August before the housing even picked up. If you remember, it was late.
We had that tax credit before that just killed.
You know, and I was talking to somebody in the real estate business who will remain unnamed, but anyway, and we were talking about that, and I think exactly what happened is exactly the same thing with that cash for clunkers. You know, when you get your trade in your car and you got so much money for your piece of junk car.
Right.
And what they said happened is that it didn't create any new car buyers. It just moved somebody up from buying a car from the year down the road up to now. And I think that's what it did with the home buyers. I think last year we suffered a slump because everybody bought in 2010 because of that tax credit.
Well, right now it is. I mean, we never know where the bottom is, especially in our area. I mean, obviously it's local, but if we're not at the bottom, we got to be close. And the buying power is just incredible right now. And that kind of brings me to the thing we heard today of the information from the senator from New Jersey, Hernandez.
Yes, Senator
Robert
Menendez.
Senator
Menendez from New Jersey has proposed a solution for the housing problem, and it's quite detailed. It's actually pretty good. It goes through and says, basically, if the banks were to write down the balance to 95% of the value of the home, the banks would participate obviously in that loss. So let's say, just to make it easy, let's say the house is worth $100,000 and they owed $125,000 on it. The bank would lower the balance down to $95,000. So
3 years,
$30,000 loss.
Correct.
They would take it over 3 years, so they write down $10,000 each year.
But the kicker.
Let's say 5 years from now, the person sells and it sells for $150,000. They would have to pay back a portion. It wasn't all of it. It was
correct. The
like
bank gets
half.
50%.
It was half of whatever the net profit is.
Net profit on
so
depreciation.
if the client says, "Oh wow, it's $150,000. Now I'm going to walk away with $60,000. Well, put on the brakes. Time out. You still have to pay back half of that $30,000 that they forgave.
Right. And you know that kind of. I think they started the conversation with a basically there are an estimated 10 million people, 10 million clients out there right now who are underwater in their mortgage. And as of this date, we've only had 4,000 foreclosures, if I remember correctly. So obviously that would be, maybe it was 3,000, and they said even if 40% of them, go into foreclosure, it would just be catastrophic to the industry. So it's a very interesting piece of legislation they're talking about. We always just try to get this out because it obviously hasn't been approved. But the bottom line, I don't know that would do anything for it would definitely stabilize the economy as far as the housing, but it wouldn't create new buyers.
Well, what it would do is it would create sellers.
Yeah.
It would
if
create
you
sellers.
could write down that balance. Yeah. So, but anyway, the bottom line is we're right now. It's just a good time. It's been a real good time. It seems like the last 6 months have been killer, and we're hoping to keep that up. So, if there's anything that Steve or I can do for you, if you got any open houses, any flyers, anything that you need done from the real estate side of things, and you need some help with participation, we're always interested in doing that. So you know how to contact me. Got the button right up there. Give me a shout. Give Steve a shout. Either one of us can help. You guys have a great weekend and President's Day. If you have Monday off, enjoy.
See you later.